is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Disconcern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they're the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, then we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 152. NASDAQ up 47. S&P's up 14. Gold contract trading up $4.40 at $13.2370. Silver flat, $17.01. Light sweet crude up 13 cents, $63.70 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 3 ticks, 123.03. 30-year bond up 10 ticks, 150.13. King dollar down 455 ticks, traded at 91.615. The euro is at 120 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 111 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're over the highs. The SPY's trading up $1.59. You get over the highs of Monday. We've got 38 million shares. Over 57 million. Bottom line is that 57 million on itself is weak, but it was a higher high. This is going to be even a weaker higher high. But guess what? You're higher. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials, same type of setup. Dow's up $1.54. Inside the Dow Industrials, putting the strength versus the weakness. And what you do have is that percentage-wise, that is we are up in the Dow at 0.6%. Bottom line is that as these numbers get higher in the Dow Industrials, bottom line, it's a lot easier putting in 200-300 points inside the Dow. You have Boeing alone putting 43 positive points, Chevron putting 25, Caterpillar putting 20, Home Depot putting 15. The negatives, there's hardly any of them in the Dow. You have American Express taking away 4 points, McDonald's taking away 3, Procter & Gamble taking away 3. Inside the NDX 100, what do we have? Strength versus the weakness out here. Strength out here, American Airlines, that's up 5.7%. You have Mylan Pharmaceutical up 4.8. Liberty is up 3.8. Taken away from it, INCY is down 3.2%. NetEase is off 2.3%. Lam Research is down 1.9%. We get over and we take a look at the gold market. So gold out here, folks, bottom line, continues to want higher price. We're coming into a Friday. You have a long weekend coming up. The gold contract right now has done 248,000 contracts. That's nice contract volume, particularly going into swing highs. We're coming into the high at 1327.30, which was the high that was generated on January 4th, has 370,000. So pushing into that bottom line. I expect we're going to make a run for that tomorrow, and we'll see. You know, this very well could be a very large ABC structure on the way up. And if that's what it is, 1238 would be a A, and 1327 is a B. So you're talking about 100-point A to B. That would get you into 1408. And the swing high that's out there from the 8th of September is 1365. Silver contract just can't get it going, man. bottom line, they were selling it down this morning, spiked it down. It did come back flat. But if we take a look at that silver contract, you're going to see it's $17.01. And intraday out here, it got down to a price point of $16.88. We have 107,000 contracts, so that is some heavy contract volume. That's the bottom line. You know, silver needs some juice. The silver equities, they do have some juice. They got some juice. You had Heckler come out with numbers, decent numbers. Heckler's right now trading up 20 cents, 444. Took out a B point with volume. You know, this is 343. Yeah, it's about a 70 cent A to B confirmed. So that's 450. Well, actually, it hit 463. So that baby did an ABC structure on the way up. That's a good indication, though, that the silver stocks do want higher price. Notes. Let's go to the 30-year bond. We take a look at the 30-year bond. Now, the 30-year hasn't got close to its major swing. The 10-year was looking over the cliff in a big way. 30-year out here, you're at 150.12. You did break the low that was established out here on the 27th, which is 149.07. That was yesterday, but you rejected it. You went to 149.03. You closed at 150. You're at 150.12 right now. You're still in the range. The top of this range is 154.18. If we go into the TLT, the 20-year plus, you're going to see the same type of setup. The 20-year plus didn't get down to its low, which is 122.42. We get to 122.66. Bottom line, rejected it, going higher. That also says it wants higher price. It's going to be intriguing here watching this whole thing shake out, because what you do have is that if we take a look at the continuous contract inside the 10-year, what you're going to see is that TY, let's see, right here. We bring this up. You're going to see that we're challenging yesterday the lows, the swing low of 2013. And that swing low was 123 flat. Oh, actually, no, it's down 2013. Yeah, here we go. I got to bring this back further, actually. There it is. Okay, so yeah, there it is. Okay, so 122.24 was the number, and we got to 122.22. So you broke it today, and thus far you've rejected it. So 123, and now we're back inside 123, which was the low from the 16th of, from December of 2016. Okay, so the cliff is laying out here at 122.25. It came down to it yesterday, came down to it today. Actually, it was yesterday, right? Yeah, it would have been yesterday, and rejected it yesterday. And now we're back inside the 123. Only by 3 ticks, but the bottom line is that you're back inside it. So this 10-year, you want to keep your eye on it. The bottom line is, it certainly, if you take a look at the builders, you're going to see the builders all went topside. You get, and the topside good, too. The builders are saying that these interest rates also have a good probability of not getting into higher price. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrial's up 158. NASDAQ is up 47. S&Ps are up 14. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 156. You get the Nasdaq up 47. S&Ps are up 14.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Heck, as we do each and every Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. He also has a couple of great newsletters. You can come over to our website and test drive those newsletters right now. And as you come over, you're going to see he has the Technometric Commodity Report, which is a weekly newsletter. He has the Daily Essentials, which is his daily. If you test drive either one of them, you're going to get his 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. Bottom line, great course, folks. We are in January, which is hard to understand because time flies big time. So this month's is term structure, but as you come over and test drive, you're going to get September, October, November, December, January right off the bat. And then next month, we're talking processing spreads. Next month, location spreads. Then April into commodity spreads. May, quality spreads. Bottom line, check it out on the front page of TFNN.com. Andy Heck, what's going on?
How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good, man.
I'm doing good, too.
Market's just staying at that Sherwin-Williams paint house all green, man.
All green, and you know what? Get ready for the Sherwin-Williams truck to pull up into the commodities sector.
Yeah, that's what it's looking, which is nice. Right.
It is looking that way. And look, crude oil. Today, Brent crude over $70 for the first time since 2014. We got to a high of 70.03 on the March Brent futures contract. But listen, the higher this thing goes, the higher the risk of a correction. But you know, we broke out above. If I put up a long-term chart of crude oil here, the monthly chart, we broke out above these May 2015 highs at 62.58, and the you know, above here there's a very steep slope because we had one giant sell-off from June 2014 through you know, through February 2016, and the first part of that took crude oil from 107, you know, down to like the $42 level.
Right.
So,
right.
You know.
Right.
You know, we're facing a big wall here on the crude oil market. But listen, you can't argue with it. The progress it's making is good. Economics support it. You know, economies are strong, so more demand for crude oil. And I'm seeing the spreads in backwardation in both WTI and Brent. I'm seeing strong processing spreads, and that's supportive. And I'm also seeing a very weak dollar, Tom. And you know, this dollar, it just can't manage to get above that 92 level.
No, it's
And
amazing. I know.
Let me see today. We're trying to put in a bearish key reversal here. If the dollar index, let's see, it had to close below 91.66. Yeah, we did. We put in a bearish key reversal on the daily chart on the dollar today. You know, the dollar holds the key, but this thing is ugly. But I want to put up another chart here of the dollar.
Well,
Really
can we just stay at oil for a second? Because
sure.
so this continuous contract, what's going to be interesting is that this 62.58, you know, like, I mean, oil went up high today, but it sold right off, too. I mean, it sold down, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I mean, of course, because, you know, it's becoming a very crowded trade. You have open interest in the oil market, in the oil futures market here, is up at 2.569 million contracts.
Okay.
You got as many bulls today in this oil market as you had bears back, you know, in June.
Was 42 bucks, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, people love oil here. Everyone loves a bull market. So, you know, the more crowded it gets, the more chance that it's going to come down. Is it going to come down? You know, hey, listen, we haven't traded below $60 in 2018. That's unbelievable.
Right.
So, you know, the odds of a correction are high here. But I think the XLE is the next thing to watch because that's going after the December 2016 highs there.
Yes.
You know, oil prices above 55 bucks, those oil stocks are going to do good. The earnings going to be good. So, you know, I think rather than looking at the oil, you look at the oil equities here. I think they have room.
Yeah. Wild. So, it's going to be, it's that swing point that you're bringing up in the XLE, I think, is crucial, too. You know?
It is crucial.
Because right now, we're coming into it. It doesn't have the juice, but we know this market is like, doesn't even, you know.
It doesn't have juice today, but who knows next week,
exactly.
Right?
No, exactly. Exactly.
You know, and the market is searching around for cheap stocks, certainly.
Yeah,
and,
whattever that means, right.
Whatever that means, right. Yeah.
That's so true, man. It's so true.
Cheap is relative, you know.
Yeah. Hey, what's the action on silver, man? This is kind of intriguing.
You know, I gotta tell you, silver is disappointing.
Yeah.
Silver's doing what it likes to do. It likes to create mystery, you know? And silver is certainly creating mystery here.
That's for sure.
Yeah, around 17 bucks. You got platinum roaring.
Yeah, that finally moved, right.
Oh, finally moving. You know, 1026, 1028, big level for platinum.
Yeah.
But platinum's been a rocket ship since it hit those mid-December lows. Gold, very good close on gold today, Tom. Beautiful close above the 1320 level. I really like the way gold is acting. Silver is lagging, but silver does the unexpected. And, you know, I expect silver to move higher.
Yeah.
Silver's got to take up 1750. That's the key level to watch there.
Now, we get the WASD report tomorrow, right?
Yes, we do, sir.
Okay,
and
cool.
let's go over a couple of those markets. Now, the soybeans are going in on the lows.
Okay.
950-ish. Corn, very stable. Corn is, you know, record inventories in corn, but the high energy prices are keeping the bid, you know, in there. You know, demand for ethanol blend and gasoline. That's doing that. Wheat is a little strong, going in a little bit strong, and that's because the Kansas City wheat, there's not a lot of snow in the Midwest, so the cover, the crop, the winter wheat crop is not protected by snow cover, and the cold could do a lot of damage.
Yeah, interesting.
So that's what's going on there. Now the other important ones for WASD tomorrow, cotton, which exploded today, up to 82.65 cents, up the limit today. The last two WASDs, they said that inventories were dropping, demand was rising.
So this cotton move, this moved before
the WASD.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, be careful. You know, listen, if the WASD comes in bullish, cotton is a crazy commodity, and it tends to, you know, really move after WASD. So you got to keep your eyes on that one. I think cotton's going to 90 cents this year, but that doesn't mean it can't go from 75 or 70.
Look at that.
You know,
so it already went up 50%, right?
Yeah.
Well, 66 cents to 82.
Right.
Amazing.
Right. Amazing. Now, the other ones to watch for tomorrow are the meats. They're going in weak. Cattle's going in weak. And the hogs were strong, but they reversed yesterday and followed through on the downside today. They're going to tell us something about, exports. I think the export data is going to be really good in the WASD because of the level of the dollar.
Yeah.
So, big day tomorrow in WASD. No, it's a big day for when on the supply side. It's a big day for Southern Hemisphere production. Brazil, South Africa, Southern Hemisphere production in crops. It's not a big day. It's not a big day. There'll be small adjustments to the crop year, but it's a big day for demand, I think.
Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are going to be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 154. Nasdaq's up 49. S&Ps are up 14.5. We're coming right back, folks.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 151. You get the Nasdaq up 49. S&Ps are up 13.5. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. We're talking commodities. And, of course, don't forget, Andy's got a great show every Tuesday and Thursday right here at TFNN. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV, or you can go right to YouTube, folks, and just put TFNN Corp in, and our channel will come up. You can subscribe. Every time that we get, new hours coming up, you're going to get notified on your cell phone, your computer, whatever you decide that you want to subscribe to. Andy, I got a story up here right now. This is going to be pretty cool watching how this thing shakes out. U.S. Marshals are going to auction off Bitcoins valued at $52 million. So check this out, folks. This is pretty cool. the U.S. Marshal Service is going to auction off 3,813 bitcoins valued at about $52 million at today's price. The auction, the sixth by the Department of Justice agency, if it stays at this price, is going to be a record. The digital coins will be offered in 11 blocks, the largest of which contained 813 bitcoins. Participants are required to deposit $200,000 to the agencies in order to bid. So check this out, though. This is the sale represents a rare opportunity for investors to purchase large amounts of Bitcoin outside online exchanges. The last auction, which took place in August 2016, the agency offered 2,700 Bitcoins from 12 cases. That's when Bitcoin was trading at $586, and that brought, well, it had a market value of $1.5 million. Now, at the end of this, what you're going to see is that the people that bought this the last time, the largest amount of Bitcoins the agency ever auctioned off was 50,000 coins in December of 2014. They were valued at $373. And you know who won that, Andy? Tom Draper, the venture capitalist out in, yeah. And then,
yeah, you see some big hedge funds bidding on that.
Yeah, and then the second market, which is now part of NASDAQ, won a large amount of Bitcoins in a previous auction as well. So it's going to be pretty, you know, it's pretty
That'll
wild.
be interesting to watch. So some hedge funds will goose up the futures price, but or you know, try to buy these things, goose up the futures price and hedge them. There's a lot of dislocation and arbitrage available in this market.
Oh, there is. There is.
Yeah.
Well,
So
why would they? Why would they
well,
goose
they'll
it?
goose it up after. They'll goose
Afterwards,
it up
yeah, right,
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
right, afterwards, yeah.
Or try to push it down a little bit.
Well,
you know,
and what in that article also, what it had, folks, the Treasury doesn't disclose what the auction went off at.
right.
Also, you know, it'd be really cool to get that information because it's probably a lot less. You know what I mean? It's an auction, right? It's
Of
a
course,
thing, you
it's
know.
an auction. Of course. They start very low. Very interesting. The world of Bitcoin, the new commodity, the new currency,
Oh,
the
my
new asset.
God. Yeah.
All right. So there's two things I want to go over quickly if we can.
Okay.
The first one is the dollar, because I want to bring this to the listeners' attention. I want to show you as well. I have an annual chart of the dollar up here. So we're looking at, this goes back to 1985.
Yep.
From 1985 to 1992, the dollar index moved from 129-ish down to 78.5.
Right.
All right, that's a 7-year period. From 2001 through 2008, the index fell from 121.30 to under 71. That's another 7-year period. In between those two bear markets was a 9-year bull market. All right?
Yeah.
So dollar reached highs in 2017, 103.815 on the dollar index in 2017, 9 years from the last bottom in 2008. So if the pattern continues, we could be in for one huge long-term bear market in the dollar. And I think that the 90 level holds the key here for the dollar. If the dollar slips below there, Tom, watch out. And that is really good news for commodities that, you know, I'm really pretty bullish on commodities here, and I'm pretty bearish on the dollar. So that's what I wanted to say about the greenback.
No, listen, I agree. It's a very large ABC structure down if it breaks that area. Well, if you have the volume behind it, but that's an 82 buck, which is pretty wild, man. You know.
Be careful with the volume because I mean it will show up in the dollar index, but the real volume in the foreign exchange markets comes in the OTC markets, and it's very hard to track that.
No, I'm talking about the index. I trade. I'm familiar with the index.
I understand.
Right,
it should reflect it in the index, but hey, it's the OTC market where that dollar, you know, where they're going to really spank that dollar.
Oh yeah, hundreds times larger. Right.
The other thing I wanted to talk about is natural gas. We had a record withdrawal from inventories today, 359 billion cubic feet. They now stand 13% below last year and 12.1% below the 5-year average. We're at 2.767. We're going to have another massive draw next week. It's been cold this week.
Yes.
And natural gas is up at 309. I mean, what a recovery!
Yeah, particularly, you know, even intraday, it was having a hard time getting going, man.
Right. Well,
and then
you
it
know
took
what?
off.
There's a lot of people who are stepping into this sucker to sell it, and this thing has punished bulls since November. I'm just wondering, we get above 320, 330 here, it could really hand out some ugly punishment to the bears who have been, really, really aggressive with this natural gas market.
And,
so lots of action there, Tom.
No, there is. There's no doubt. And, particularly what you have is that I'm not trading it at all, but because of the way that it traded today, those bears almost could have had it again. You know what I mean? When that number came out, it didn't explode higher. That thing.
Well, they sold into the number.
Yeah.
What that's telling me is that they were aggressively selling into that number and after that number, and now it's ticking. And they're used to it just, falling by the wayside after they show up. But that's not really happening right now. And we're kind of edging up near highs. The first level, 309.70, which is the recent high. But the key levels, 321, 332, 344. Those are key levels in natural gas. And this crazy commodity, this is a crazy commodity. Crazy commodity. And,
this is really early in the winter. I mean, the winter's just beginning, right?
January 11th, we have a lot of withdrawals to go, and we didn't go into this winter with big stockpiles like we did the last 2 years. And you know what? A lot of people said, "Oh, La Nina, it's going to be very warm this winter." Well, tell that to people in Boston, New York, Chicago.
Seriously.
I've been looking at the weather forecast. It really is not. Listen, it's not going to be -20. But, with the wind, it's going to be around 0. They're going to be pumping a lot of heat into those things. And listen, oil has gone up because of demand, heating oil. Even coal has gone up recently. So, the bottom line is this thing could be very interesting in the days and weeks ahead.
Yeah, and that dollar, we haven't had a commodity bull with all these commodities for quite some time, and it looks like it's setting up pretty good.
Keep your eyes on the agriculturals. I think that's where you could really get that's where some bargains are.
Yes, right now.
There are bargains in agriculture.
Gotta love
it. And the downside is limited because global demand continues to rise. If you look at long-term charts, you look at quarterly charts dating back to the late 90s, these things have made higher lows for 2 decades.
Yeah, right. No doubt. Cool, man. Listen, folks, right here, an hour and 20 minutes. I'm Mr. Andy Heck. I'm going to be growling a problem with you. And, of course, you can come over to our website. You can test drive either one or both of his newsletters. That's the Technometer Commodity Report as well as Daily Essentials. And you have a great one, a safe one. Look forward to the show, hour and 20 minutes.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials are up 160. NASDAQ's up 50. S&Ps are up 14.5. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
If you haven't tried David White's weekly investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, then this month is your perfect opportunity. On January 17th at 5 p.m., Dave will be hosting a special subscriber webinar where he'll be presenting on the newest feature in his newsletter, short-term sector charts that work on both the madness and wisdom of crowds. Join Dave on January 17th as he describes the method he uses to recognize these signals on a sector-by-sector basis, and as he discusses how he used this new tool to buy the gold miners in their seemingly darkest hour in December. And all new subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. If you're a trader scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity, then now is a great time to sign up for the Technology Insider. For all the information and for details on Dave's subscriber event taking place January 17th, visit the front page of TFNN.com. If you haven't tried David White's daily trading newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, then this month is your perfect opportunity. On January 17th at 5 p.m., Dave will be hosting a special subscriber webinar where he'll be presenting on the newest feature in his newsletter, short-term sector charts that work on both the madness and wisdom of crowds. Join Dave on January 17th as he describes the method he uses to recognize these signals on a sector-by-sector basis, and as he discusses how he used this new tool to buy the gold miners in their seemingly darkest hour in December. And all new subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. If you're a trader scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity, then now is a great time to sign up for the Path of Least Resistance. For all the information and for details on Dave's subscriber event taking place January 17th, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 148. You get the NASDAQ up, let's see, where are we? Up 28. S&Ps are up 13.5. And we go over and we take a look at the, so you have one of the Fed governors, Dudley. Let's see what he has to say out here. The risk of overheating the U.S. economy in the next few years, partly fueled by tax cuts, reinforces the case for continued gradual rate increases. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York President William Dudley said, and the Fed New York, folks, is the most powerful governorship. The fact that inflation is, this is his quote, the fact that inflation is below the FOMC's 2% objective argues for patience. I think that it is more than offset by the outlook of above-trend growth driven by accommodative monetary policy and financial conditions, as well as an increasing expansionary fiscal policy, Dudley said in today's remarks. Said Thursday in remarks prepared for a speech in New York. Moreover, if the labor market were to tighten much further, there would be a greater risk that inflation could rise substantially above our objective, which would in turn force the Fed to rise rates faster and potentially trigger a recession by doing so. Dudley, 65, plans to retire this year when the New York Fed finds a replacement following a decade running the bank. So bottom line is that we'll see where this shakes out. Thus far, we did have the 10-year. The 10-year looked over the cliff. Hasn't dove yet, but really close, man. If we look at the actual yield on the 10-year today, it's 2.537. And if we go back a year, look at that. It didn't hit it yesterday. That's interesting. If we go back a year, last 12 months, it was the high for the year was last 12 months, this is 2.626. Low was 2. We go take a look at the 30-year, different ball game in the 30-year. When we go from highs to low in the 30-year, this is what's kind of intriguing too, folks. We're only at the middle of the range. The last 12 months, right now the 30-year is a 2.87, which is nice. The low for the last year, 12 months, is 2.6. The high is 3.2. So that says quite a bit. Now, watch this when you get down to the short-term rates. If I go to the 5-year, the low, this is a 5-year note, the low is 1.6. We're at the highs, 2.3. And this is where the Fed controls the whole deal, for sure, short-term rates. If we go to the 2-year, what you're going to see, the low was 1.1, and we're at highs right now, 1.98. And look at that percentage-wise, what the difference is. That's what that yield curve is all about. That's what's happening. Now, what you have happening here, though, that's what's happening, is that you can see that it's flattening out. And what the flattening out would mean is that you have the 2-year at highs for the year. You have the 5-year at highs for the year. You have the 10-year almost at highs for the year. And now you have the 30-year in the middle. You can see that they're all smushing down into each other. And so the theory is that if you do go into that and then you go to an inverted curve, which gets the short-term rates higher than the longer-term rates, that within a year you end up with a recession. And what that normally means, too, is that the Fed or the short-term interest rates have gone up too far, too fast, and they just put a chokehold on basically the economy. So there's plenty of you younger folks haven't seen that yet, but when good old Greenspan was here, I've seen him. We've all seen him put a couple of chokeholds on it and do it pretty quickly. I believe in, I forget whether it was 94, maybe it's 90. Yeah, it might have been 96, I think. That went up. They went up 6 times in a row. Every single time they having a meeting, they went up. Boom, 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 and then all of a sudden, bang! They croaked it. You know, they croaked it big. Let's go over and take a look at the king of the road here, Amazon. Amazon, new higher high today, up $17, $12.72. We go into Google. We take a look at Google. Google's right next to its high, 11.02. Facebook is trading out here, right next to its high, 187. Go into a couple of the chip stocks. NVIDIA, new high, gets over the high of 225. We're at 224.04. We go take a look at Lam Research. So Lam Research is one of the first chip stocks that went down pretty hard. You know, in November rather, we went from 219 down to 175. Fast and furious. Comes back, does a nice counter-trend bounce up to 199. Last 3 days, though, it's just come down $10 bucks. Let's go take a look at AMAT. Yeah, not bad. AMAT. Most of these chip stocks have laid out the same way. AMAT went from 60 down to 48, did a nice counter-trend bounce of 56. We'll see whether they're going to test the lower swing points. The XAU and the HUI coming into the weekend, nice setup. The XAU right now is trading 87.15. That's up $1.15 right now, and that is pushing into the swing, and you have volume into that swing of 88.26. So that can be not only I expect we're going to go after the September 8th swing high, but this also can be a nice ABC up, a very large one, too. The Gold Bugs Index, the HUI, let's take a look at that. That's up $1.25. That's going to need a little more volume. The Gold Bugs Index, we're 195. I do expect you're going to see the 220 tested. And real, key here is going to be, do we go through these prior swing points, which are basically the last couple of weeks? Does it have the volume in order to get up to higher price? And do we have ABC structures on the way up? Because they're setting up well. The real kicker is going to be, do you get the expansion as you're going through it? Let's go over and take a look at that Bitcoin. So Bitcoin out here today had a range from 14,964 to 12,801. Right now, we're at 13,431. Now, when this opens up, the first time Bitcoin came down, we came down to 10,775. That's open for a test, because that was fast, furious, and all of the above. You did 2 counter-trend bounce. Each one of those bounces were about the second bounce was over a 0.618. The first one was just over 0.618 of the whole leg down. But I expect we're going to see that baby get hit, meaning the 10,775. And we'll just see what has happened in the Bitcoin world is that overnight, folks, there's huge volatility in it because they traded so much in Asia, in a big way. And what has happened out there is, let's see, XBT. What you have is in Korea, the governments are basically trying to squash it down. Let's see, this one here is saying that mining fees surge after Chinese officials clamp down. Bitcoin mining, the computing process that makes transactions with the currency possible, is about to become more expensive after China ordered mining facilities to close. One of the companies which run the fourth biggest Bitcoin mining collective is raising maintenance fees for some of its clients Friday to 50% from 6%. Wow. 50% of what? Of the price of the Bitcoin? You stay right there. We're going to find out as soon as we come back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, percentage-wise, what we have out here is that you have the Dow Industrials up 0.7%, Nasdaq's up 0.7, S&Ps are up 0.6, and the S&Ps are the futures out here basically making a run once again. You know, we just went from let's see, started the program. The S&Ps are at 2762. You're at 2767 right now. Dow Industrials right now are trading up a $1.86. You're at 25,556. And bottom line is inside that Dow, when you have the likes of Boeing and putting some monster, so you got a $327 stock. It's a price-weighted index, and guess what? Boeing alone is 1/4 of the gain today inside the Dow. The Dow's up 189. Boeing's put $50 into it. Chevron's put 26. Caterpillar's put 21. There's almost 100 right there. You got yeah, that's 94 out of the 190. Home Depot is right after it, 18 points. You get Disney right after that with 10 points. Some of the higher volume stocks out here, you have the Verizon's up 36 cents. Coke's down 7. You got Procter & Gamble off 36. Johnson & Johnson's up 82. Caterpillar's catching another big bid. That's up $3.21 at 169. Let's see. IBM's flat. Apple's up 88 cents. Let me take a look at Apple. Is Apple up over its highs yet? 175.19 we're dealing with. It's right at its highs. So Apple's been the top consolidation here, 177.20. We've got to 175.48 today, but there's no reason that it's not going to go after it. Dollar index still can't catch a bid. That's down 400 ticks, 91.680. You stay right there, folks. We are in earnings season. We'll come back with some numbers after the close. The banks are going to be kicking this off tomorrow, big time. Dow Industrials right now up 183. NASDAQ is up 54. S&Ps are up 16. We'll come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every 927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday. Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay. And
it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Assume nothing. Don't make assumptions. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others don't know what we want. And we think we don't have to say what we want because we assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and we think, how could you do that? You should know better. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 205. NASDAQ up 58. S&P's up 19. Gold contract up $3.30, trading at $13.22 an ounce. Silver flat. $16.99 an ounce. Platinum up 10 bucks, $9.87 an ounce. Light sweet crude caught a nice bid early, bottom line, gave it up, ended up being up a penny, $63.57 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 1 tick, 123.01. 30-year bond up 8 ticks, 150.10. Let's go into that bond market right now and take a look at that bond market. So we have with the 10-year specifically is that it came to look over the cliff yesterday. It's right at the cliff, and the cliff that I'm talking about, folks, is that the cliff getting the yield basically over the 2.6. We haven't been over that 2.6. It got its head over it once in the past 12 months. Right now, we are at 2.5, 5.8 to be exact. The cliff that we're talking about in the continuous contract is 122.25. And what we did do is that we did come down to 122.22 yesterday, rejected it. The real kick is going to be, can it close inside the 123 level tomorrow? Now, we're at 123.01 right now. Close call, man. You know, because what you do have is that if, in fact, you break that, you can be down to the 117. And we haven't been to 117 since April of 2011. That's pretty intense. There's no two ways about that. But bottom line, it's gone down there before and just hasn't basically broken it. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar, folks, is giving it up once again. You know, get the sellers inside King Dollar. We've done 22,000 contracts, huge contract volume. You're coming into the swing point. Bottom line, if we had as much volume, if we have as much volume tomorrow when I expect you're going to test this swing, that'll be an ABC structure down. That would take it through the September 8th low. So if you take a look at King Dollar, we put King Dollar on a continuous contract also, what you're going to see is that the selling has been intense since January of last year. That's when we hit 103. First A to B leg was huge, straight down to, you did a very weak counter trend bounce. You only got to, the low was established at 90.990. You bounced to the 95 level. You're already back at the 91.60. You break that with volume, you're going to be down to 82. And doesn't mean it stops there either. The commodities, they've been on a run. If you do take a look at the, if we look at copper first, what you have out here, copper is the one that actually started a few months ago. The copper market right now, we're at $3.22 a pound. That was one of the first ones to take off. Oil followed up right afterward. Bottom line, gold followed up. Silver is still lagging. Platinum's getting some legs. We'll have the WASD report come out tomorrow, and I'm sure our man, Mr. Andy Heck, that's going to be coming up next. We'll be talking about that because that is where we're talking about the soybeans. You're talking about wheat. You're talking about corn. And if they get going to the upside also, you can have a true commodity bull, which we haven't had since about 2002. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today, you had the, let's go to GE first. So GE right now is up 9 cents. That is trading $19.02. This is coming into its downdraft from November. That's where it went from $20.75, and then 3 days later it was at $17.46. Put this on a weekly, and you know, we'll see. ICE is 17. No, it's actually 20.75. You know, my take is that there's nothing here. In particular, what you have, the amount of pumping by analysts in GE is pretty amazing. You know, I heard Buffett out there yesterday saying, yeah, if GE got to the right price, I'd buy the whole thing. Yeah, sure he would. You know, we'll see. I guess would all buy anything at the right price. That's what that comes down to, right? And what is the right price? It looks to me like the right price is somewhere down around $6. So we'll see how that whole thing shakes out. Some of the other higher volume stocks out here, you have Comcast up $1.51. Delta was up $2.66. Let's go take a look at some of these airlines. These airlines caught a big bid. Delta up $2.66. That hit an all-time high today. That's with oil up, but I'm wondering if they come out with numbers this morning. Let's see. Yeah, they come out with numbers this morning. So let's see what they have to say. So they raised their earnings number to, they raised it big too. They were estimated at $5.35 to $5.70. Now they raised it $6.35 to to 670. Big number, no doubt about it. The first quarter earnings growth was 2.5%. They see first quarter coming in at, that's interesting, earnings per share 60 to 80 cents, but the consensus was over that. Revenue was $10.24 billion. The estimate was $10.1 billion. So what that did do is that put a bid into all the airlines. Those airlines, they basically took off, as did a lot of the commodity stocks. JCPenney was up 12 cents. You had Micron Tech down 49. That's the second day that got hit. Neighbors Industries, that was up 45 cents. You had Cisco Systems up 19, and Freeport-McMoRan was up 37. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers for you. Dow Industrials finished up 205. You had the NASDAQ finish up 58. S&P's up 19.5. We'll come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at Walmart. So Walmart, made an announcement this morning. Bottom line is that they're going to kick up their starting pay as of next month to $11 an hour. They're going to be giving bonuses on a variable scale to their employees. And equity-wise, stock's up 35 cents. But what was also in that whole press release is that they are going to be closing Sam's Club's, a series of Sam's Club stores. It looks like they're going to be closing approximately 10% of their Sam's Club locations. 63, and right now they have 660 throughout the U.S. Yeah, throughout the U.S. So Sam's Club's only in the U.S. What that did is that put a little boost into Costco. Costco caught a bid out here. That was up $3.96 to $1.89. So, you know, we'll see where that whole thing does shake out. But it's pretty amazing, actually, when you think that they have a lot of stores, but those stores are huge. It's going to be intriguing to see, okay, what is their MO if they're going to close 10% of them right off the bat. Now, tomorrow morning, what do we have tomorrow morning? Okay, so tomorrow morning, banks are going to be kicking it off. You have JP Morgan coming out with earnings at 6:45 in the morning. This is up 59 cents right now. You're at $110.59. This basically closed at all-time highs today. We have, let's see, Wells Fargo, WFC. That's also going to be coming out. That's coming out at 8 o'clock in the morning. This also closed at an all-time high. And let's see, PNC. Thanks, Dave. Let's see what we got here. PNC. So this PNC Financial Services, this closed at an all-time high. And BlackRock, BLK. So BlackRock is not a bank, but BlackRock is a monster portfolio manager. That's trading at 537, and it might as well be at all-time highs. That is at 5. Oh, look at that. So this is interesting with BlackRock here. Let's go back on BlackRock for a second, because someone bought into this in a big way today. So BlackRock is going to come out, it just says before market. Yeah, tomorrow's the 12th. The low for the year is 365. The high's 540. And this caught a real bid, man. This is, so BlackRock's the only one that's pushing into those highs with volume. Let me pull this back a bit. Yeah, I can almost make the case it's like an ABC up. 275, 375. Oh, my God. We'll see how this lays out. It's a big number. There's no two ways about it. It looks like a big number that we'll have coming out of that. Let's go look at Bank of America. Bank of America is going to be coming out on the 17th. That also not at, yeah, that hit an all-time high yesterday. Citigroup. That's trading out at 75.56. This thing's still having a bit of problems. Yeah, it has a huge problem. Let's go over and take a look at the oil market. So we had with oil out here today, folks, is this. You had the natural gas market come out with the numbers this morning. Natural gas drawdown was huge. They expected a huge drawdown, by the way, but it was still bigger than what they got. The oil market, that spiked up to $64.77, then gave it up. You know, so it's going to be intriguing to see, okay, we're going to get a little pullback. That should be easy because, you know, oil was a one-way trade last, since December 7th. December 7th, trading at $55.88, gets to $64.77. If we do look at some of the bigger oil stocks, you look at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil hanging tough, up 85 cents, and that's actually pushing the highs with volume. Chevron, oh, look at that bid on Chevron. Chevron's strong. Holy cow. So Chevron's an ABC up. Let's do this. That was already an ABC up anyway. Yeah. So Chevron, let's see, 102. That's 18 bucks. Well, it just finished one ABC up, and you still get strength underneath it. Now, watch this. Now, this is where this is going to get cool. So Chevron, you know, looks like it's going to go after that high anyway of 135. Now, if we take a look at the XLE, there's a little different setup in the XLE, and this is what it is. The XLE was up $1.50 today. You're going after your swing point. Now, the swing point we're going after is $78.45. The low was $75.52. That was, we're talking December 2016. So we'll see tomorrow how we get into it. Thus far, we're coming into it with 47 million shares versus 90 million. You know, so what that's saying is that inside that XLE, it's saying that there are other equities, oil equities, that are not as strong as like the Chevrons. Chevron is 17% of the XLE. Exxon's 22. Then you have Schlumberger is 7. ConocoPhillips is 4. Occidental is 4. Halliburton is 3. Phillips is 3. Valero is 2.9. Kinder Morgan is 2.5. You know, we're on oil too. If you haven't seen that Horizon yet, bottom line, check it out. I think it was on HBO the other night. Not HBO. No. So yeah, it's no, it's not HBO. It's on all the movies channels right now. That's what it is, and I believe it is. That's where I think I saw it. Good movie, man. I saw it before, I think, but I probably fell asleep the first time. It's a pretty intense movie. It's an intense movie as to the aspect. What they're showing there is that how the drillers, the guys that were actually subcontracted by British Petroleum and British Petroleum in order to finish the well and then open the well, and they were showing the arguments that they were having prior to actually doing it, you know. And there was 2 differentials when they were doing these. They call them negative pressure test, and when they were doing the negative pressure test, the pressure was coming out much too high on the test, and then the British Petroleum was basically turned around and said, well, no, something must be just stuck in there. Good movie. That's a real bottom line. Pretty intense the way that come out, and also you can kind of learn a little about how how these drillers, the danger out there is pretty incredible. No 2 ways about it. Let's go take a look at the SMHs. So what you have inside the SMHs, folks, is that we're up 48 cents today. This is the semiconductor ETF. You're at 101.83, and you know this little baby here. This came off its highs on the 22nd of November of that 105. Gets down to 95. Does the nice bounce up to 103, and we'll see if I can go up there and test it once again up at that 103 level. We go take a look at the at the rails. The rails out here, they continue to catch a bid. What's going to be interesting about the rails is this. So you get Norfolk Southern, that's up $2.42. You're trading 154. These have been, you know, strong stocks for a long period of time, and they actually had volume when they were taking out the swing point. Now, what you're going to get, we get that WASDE report coming out tomorrow. If, in fact, these soft commodities, meaning the soybeans, the wheat, the corn, if they catch a bid, then you can see these rails go a lot higher, because what you do have is that, and the rails haven't had it a long time, is big business from the farmers that they can up the price because there's higher prices in the
market. It's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow finished up 205. You had the NASDAQ finish up 58, and S&P's up 19. Let's go over and we take a look at the GLD first. So the GLD, of course, is the ETF structure for the gold contract. This traded up 41 cents today. I expect what you're going to see, we're going to go after that swing tomorrow. Now, what's going to be intriguing inside the gold market, folks, is that you have a long weekend. So in the U.S., bottom line is the pit trading will stop at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, and that won't reopen until Monday night. Normally, babies are Sunday nights, but bottom line, that'll be Monday night. Fridays in the metal market in general can get really volatile. With the way the dollar's trading out here, I expect that volatility is going to be in this metals market and in the currency as well. So the number you'd be looking for in the GLD, you're looking for 125.85. We hit 125.66 today, and you're looking for more than 7.3 million shares. If you get that, you get a monster ABC up. If we actually go over to the gold contract and take a look at this contract, what you're looking at is that it's nearly 100-point A to B. Your A point is 1238. That's the low that was established on the 12th of December. Your B point is 1327. Your C point out here is 1308. That gives you about a 1407 number if, in fact, we can get the volume going and it passes the B point. I do expect we're going to go after that B point tomorrow because we're right next to it. We hit 1324.70 today, and 1327.30 is the number. So you're talking approximately $3. We're talking now. The volume will be pretty tough to get because we did 253,000 contracts today. At the B point. Yesterday we did 390,000. So we had plenty yesterday. Today you did 253. So you're still pushing into that point with good volume. We'll see whether we get it. The XAU right now also could be a nice ABC structure on the way up. What you have out here, the A point on this is down at 75.65. Your B is 88, so approximately $10. Your C is 84. That get you into the 94 level, and your swing point from September 8th is 93.39. So I do expect what we're going to see is that that's going to make a run for that September 8th high. Gold Bugs Index, same type of setup. The A point down there is 173. Your B is up there at 199, so that's $22. Your C is at 191, so you're talking about 210. And what you do have, your September 7th high is 220. What's going to be intriguing is that if I take a look at this and put this on a continuous contract, what you're going to see, let me bring this back a bit. You're going to see the way that we have this set up right now. It's a nice setup in the context that if you go back to 2015, gold had made a low in December at 1,046. This run here that I'm going to show you was the biggest run for a long time. We went from 1,046, and you went up to 1,377. You just had a little consolidation in the middle, but bottom line, monster run. Made the high in July of 2016, came back down, made an additional low in December of 2016. That low was 1123. Made a run up to September of 2017, which was 1358. Couldn't break. Now, this is the big one. That couldn't break the highs of 2016. Then what you did, though, and watch how this is. We did a very narrow retracement from the low that was established in, well, we did a 50% retracement. The low that was established in 2016 going up to 2017. What that sets up, though, is that does set up strength. We're coming into it with strength, and the real kick is going to be, can you get up and over this 1377? Now, the cool thing is that if it's an ABC structure on the way up, well, then you have a nice probability because you have a higher price projection. And if that's what we get, then you are going to have some monster action, because what you have on a longer-term basis here inside the contract itself is that the contract itself, and I always love this, is that we actually broke, when you take a look at this, let me make this a little bit better for you. So technically, what we had done, let me say this, is that this has been going on for about 2 years now. And technically what we've done is that when we did the first break topside, and do it one more time so I can get it off here, because you're going to see how this is pretty, technically this is pretty classic, what they love to do. So the first big break, which is in 2016, you go topside, you break the whole downtrend. Because that downtrend had been going on since the highs of 2011. We didn't reach a bottom until 2015. That's intense in itself. You break it, and you break the trend line down with wide price spread, and you have volume. Then what we do is that the retracement that came back in December of 2016 almost come back and touched the line and took off again. That is a classic. So what you have from the classic meaning and what markets like to do, they break a trend line. If you have it with volume, wide price spread, they come back, they test that level, they take off again. And that's what we've had here. And on top of that, you've had almost 2 years of building cause for higher price. So if we break that, next stop up there would be up at that 1602, big number. If we go into the XAU, HUI, you're going to see the same type of setup. Let's go take a look at Franco-Nevada FNV. Now, this is one of the royalty stocks. This needs a bid. You know, this was a very strong stock, still at its highs, but bottom line, this needs a bid. Royal Gold, RGLD. Take a look at Royal Gold. Royal Gold, that's when that got smashed down into the lows of December 28th when one of their mines were closing. This can get tested. That low can get tested. So it's intriguing there, of course, is that you have two of the large royalty stocks that are not doing that great. And what normally happens is that when the royalty stocks are moving up or moving down, it gives you a better indication as to where the physical price of gold is going. What we do have is that still a strong stock is Rango Resources. This has been in consolidation since September of 2010. Dig that. It's pretty intense, folks. Big number. We take a look at Anico Eagle. What you have with Anico Eagle, that is set up just like the GLD and the XAU and the HUI. You get the first leg up. We'll see whether it can catch the bid going over the B point there. We take a look at Gold Corp. Gold Corp almost did 100% move for move. Gold Corp is almost at its September 8th high. We're at $13.90. The low of the high is 14. The high's 1424. That's a decent setup. But coming into a Friday, I expect some big volatility inside the metals market, bonds, and the dollar. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow up 205, Nasdaq up 58, S&P's up 19.5. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at Intel. So Intel, of course, had come out last week saying they're having a problem with some of their chips. Bottom line, the stock is down hard. Goes from 46.90 into this 42.69 level. That's kind of where we're laying right now. And just the opposite had happened with AMD. AMD, when that announcement came out, which was on the 2nd, it went from $10.34 up to $12.43. Now, the intriguing thing here is that AMD right now trading. It's closed at $12.14. It's trading right now at $11.76 because their CEO just came out and said, "Guess what? We are affected." AMD says 2 of the exploits uncovered apply to its chips, according to the email statement from the company, and in the article that I'm looking at right now, they have a little note underneath it that says, on January 3rd, quote, AMD have near zero risk to its chips related to the Intel problem. So, you know, the thing that's going to be intriguing here is watching the aspect of how these end up trading tomorrow morning. You know, let's see. So 1175. That's not that bad a hit for AMD started at 1027. And this is where it gets intriguing as to when the information comes out, how the market digests the information, and guess what? The difference is that Intel's the one that got hurt by this. It came down hard, and it's not like Intel right now is catching a bid because of the fact that AMD came out and said, yeah, they have a problem now, as I believe as did all these processing companies. What was intriguing inside this deal out here today, though, is let me show you this one. So what you had is that Microsoft, yeah, here it is right here. So Microsoft said AMD-powered devices locked into an unbootable state after installing a security patch designed to thwart Spectre and Meltdown attacks. Microsoft said Thursday that some of its customers with devices that use chips designed by Advanced Micro Devices could not restart them after installing a recent security update, and that would temporarily halt the patches designed to correct recently revealed security flaws. In a statement posted on the company's website, Microsoft says that some AMD chipsets do not conform to the documentation previously provided to Microsoft to develop the Windows operating system mitigations to protect against chipset vulnerabilities known as Spectre and Meltdown. To prevent AMD customers from getting into an unbootable state, Microsoft will temporarily pause sending some Windows operating system updates to devices with impacted AMD processors at this time. Microsoft is working with AMD to resolve the issue and resume Windows OS security updates to the affected AMD devices via Windows Update and WSUS as soon as possible. The warning could revive concerns linked to a newly revealed security gap that affects chips from Intel, ARM Holdings, and AMD. The vulnerability arises from speculative execution, a technique that CPUs use to improve performance and can allow hackers to tap sensitive information stored in an operating system. Last week, Apple said it will release a patch for users of its devices to install in the Safari browser over the coming days in order to mitigate the effects of the potential security flaws that lead to attacks known as Meltdown and Spectre. Apple said all Mac systems and ISO devices are potentially at risk from the two security issues affecting processors used in computers. Testing with public benchmarks has shown that the changes in the December 2017 update resulted in no measurable reduction in the performance of Macs and iOSs or in the common web browser benchmarks. Bottom line is that this is going to be quite a trip, man. There's no doubt about that as to how this whole thing's going to shake out. You had AMD close at $12.14. That's trading at $11.15 and no, not $11.15. Sorry about it. $11.75. Yeah, $11.73. So at $11.73, I think we hit that yesterday. Yeah, that's not that bad. The bottom line is that we'll see what they do with that tomorrow morning, but that's not that bad in the context of where they started out from. They started out a lot lower. There's no two ways about that. We take a look at let's go into the XLF in general. So the banking structure tomorrow is going to kick it off. The XLF is at $28.97. We take this, and the high that it's going after right now, the 2007 high, is $30.97. Now, the low of that high is $29.85. And, you get this close to it, I suspect we're gonna at least try to hit it. It's not going to take much to hit it. We're up 14 cents today. You're at $28.97. Yeah, what is that, a buck? You need a buck in order to go up and test that level. Last month, we did 1.3 million shares. 1.3 billion. Yeah, 1.3 billion. And this XLF, I don't know if maybe it is right. You know, this what's going to be intriguing here is that it looks to me that these highs here are really light volume highs. They're not even a billion. Yeah. I don't know if it's right now. It's just laying out there at 269 million. No, maybe that's what it was up at those highs of 2007. The housing stocks out here, the builders, they went topside once again. If we look at Toll Brothers traded up $1.32 at 51.81, and this one also going after its high from 2005. That's $58. The low of that is 49. The high is 58. You take about KBH. KBH. They come out with numbers this morning, good numbers. And in general, folks, KBH has been one of the laggards. You know, so this is a good number for KBH. They were up $4.23, $38.58. Big number. It's going to be a big ABC structure on the way up. Monster structure, actually. This has been quite a one-way trade. So you're at 38. Now, this is pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, this thing can now go after 56. Wow. Yeah. You actually launched. There's not, because it came down so fast. Bottom line, it can go up just as fast, and that's what this is looking. The next swing point up there is at $56, which is pretty amazing. That's a big number. You get it's good. Those builders, the numbers on the builders, they went up dramatically. And in KBH's case, folks, what went up dramatically is not so much the numbers from last quarter. They were good too, but they said that the first 2 weeks of January, their sales have gone up dramatically. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials up 208.5, NASDAQ up at 58, S&P's up 19.5, and then, of course, we got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next, growling and proud with you with the Commodities Hour.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. If you haven't tried David White's weekly investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, then this month is your perfect opportunity. On January 17th at 5 p.m., Dave will be hosting a special subscriber webinar where he'll be presenting on the newest feature in his newsletter, short-term sector charts that work on both the madness and wisdom of crowds. Join Dave on January 17th as he describes the method he uses to recognize these signals on a sector-by-sector basis, and as he discusses how he used this new tool to buy the gold miners in their seemingly darkest hour in December. And all new subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. If you're a trader scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity, then now is a great time to sign up for the Technology Insider. For all the information and for details on Dave's subscriber event taking place January 17th, visit the front page of TFNN.com. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over and take a look at one of the largest mall operators out there. It is the largest, actually. Simon Property Group. So Simon, low for the year is 150. The high is 187. Right now, you're at 164. And, of course, we bring this back. And this one's going to be really important to keep your eye on for 2 separate reasons, folks, is that you have the number 1 reason would be that how many retailers continue to go out of business. The number 2 reason would be the interest rate structure. And thus far, you know, bottom line, this came down from 229, came down hard. That was to June of 2017 to 150. You know, thus far, it's basically hanging tough there. Let's go take a look at a few more of them. Because what you do have now, Simon would be the number 1 A-listed mall. That's how that shakes out. Let's go to Tubman Centers. Interesting. This is how they shake these out. Okay, so let's go to TCO. TCO. Okay, so these are regional shopping centers. This low is 44. The high is 73. This isn't a bad setup either. You know, this is saying that the worst might be over for some of these guys. This stock already went from $81 down to 47. Came off that low in November. And it has a decent bounce going. Now, what this did do, which is really intriguing, and you're going to see this with some of them, this went down to the high of one of the lows of 2008. So it came crashing down. 40 million. That's interesting. 35 million came into that level, came into 40 million and rejected it. Interesting. You stay right there, folks. That man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next, growling and prowling with you. Dow Industrials finished up 205, NASDAQ up 58, S&P's up 19. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.